Hi there, Jessica here. I'd like to take a quick moment to tell you about one of my favorite workflows in Google. It's the use of Google Classroom, Doctopus, and Goobric to grade student papers. So I think back to when I first started using digital tools to grade assignments. I had Microsoft Word, and I would grade my rubric on paper and hand it back to the student, or I would do it on the screen and upload it as an attachment to whatever tool we were using. And it was really clumsy. But Google Classroom is where we pull together all of our Google Apps tools, and Doctopus allows us to pull together all of those assignments, and Goobric allows us to attach a rubric to those assignments, and it does it all seamlessly in Google Classroom. So I thought I'd show you that real quick. First, you need to go to Google Classroom and open up the class that you indeed want to do this in, and I'll demonstrate how to start an assignment for you. So in the bottom right hand corner, you'll click the plus sign and click Create an Assignment, and I'll call this Our Community. Okay, you'd really write a much better description of what your assignment entails and pick your due date, and then you would click Google Drive. And then this will open up Drive, and you have to go find the assignment that you're looking to give students. So I am going to click Our Community and add it in. And then you need to decide, do you want students to all view the same one file? Do you want them to all be able to edit the same one file? Or do you want to make a copy for each student? It's one of my favorite things. The idea of being able to take one Google Drive document or one Google Doc and distribute it to your whole class and have each kid get their own copy, that's awesome. So I'm going to click that and then click Assign. From there it builds an assignment that looks kind of like this. So you can see how many have finished, who hasn't. You can open up the assignment and take a look at individual work. But let's just say it's time for me to grade it, and I want to see how many of my students have completed this assignment. So let's go into Google Drive and build our roster. So I will click New Sheets. I need to build basically a roster of the assignment. And I will give it a title. Let's call it Our Community, and I'll call it Grade Roster for now. And now you need to run Doctopus, and that's the add-on that's going to get all of your students' assignment and build it into a spreadsheet for you. I already have it, but just so you know where to get it, you'll click Get Add-ons and then search Doctopus. You know it's the right one when it's got the graphic of the octopus. So you would install that. You would click, I think yours would say free. When you would click that, it will install it as an add-on. So I'm going to go back here and click Add-ons, Doctopus, and then Launch. Okay, so first of all, it's asking me, how do I want to use Doctopus? Well, I want to ingest a classroom assignment to evaluate, and then it asks what class, and then what assignment. Now I can click Ingest Assignment, and I have it set right now to pull all of mine, those turned in and those not turned in. Of course, you could check the box that only pull the ones that are turned in. Okay, so now my roster's been produced with names, student emails, and links to the files. Now it's time to attach a rubric. So I'm going to go ahead and click Attach Goobric. And the first thing you're going to receive is a message asking you to install the extension for Goobric. So go ahead and click that underlined line, and it takes you to the Chrome Web Store where you need to add this to Chrome. So we'll click Get Extension. And you'll notice a new icon in your Omnibox. So we'll go ahead and X out of that and go back to our spreadsheet. And it says once it's installed, just dismiss this message. So I'm going to go ahead and click Our Community rubric and attach the rubric. So what I need to do now is open up a student file. And click the googly eye here in the Omnibox. And once I click that icon, or the little googly eye, my student's paper still stays up, but the rubric appears at the top. So you can see I had 3 layers to my rubric. So ideas, research, and conventions. I can give a grade for each layer and leave comments I would leave something helpful for the student and click Submit. From there, when I click Next to go to the next student, everything stays popped up. Now I'm on a new student. I would read and grade their paper, and of course you can still leave comments, so I can scroll down and right click on something, click comment, great idea, and leave suggestions. Same thing, I can also go over to the suggesting feature in Google Drive and maybe leave edits, something like that. So again, I've left my score, I can click Submit and move on to the next student. So that gives you an understanding of how you can use Google Classroom, Doctopus, and Goobric to create a workflow, a seamless workflow to grade student papers.